Your Costco membership renews automatically unless you stop it. Most members never check what they are actually renewing. So before that payment goes through again, here is what almost nobody walking through those warehouse doors actually knows. Right now, hundreds of thousands of British shoppers are loading their trolleys, tapping their cards, and quietly leaving hundreds of pounds on the table every single visit. Not because they are careless, because Costco has mastered the art of hiding its best secrets in plain sight. And your membership fee has already gone up once, in September 2024, for the first time in 7 years. And as of this year, it has climbed again, with individual Gold Star membership now sitting at £42. The pattern from the United States tells us another increase is coming, and it will not be the last one. So if you are paying more every single year, you had better be getting every pound of it back. Today, we are exposing the secrets the warehouse does not want going public. Hidden price codes most shoppers never learn to read. A 30-day refund almost nobody claims. A cashback stack that is working right now on Costco.co.uk. A tire department that quietly outperforms every high street garage. And a backdoor membership that bypasses the qualification rules entirely. By the time we get to the end of this list, Costco stops being a shop and starts being something closer to an ATM that pays you back. Let's start at the beginning, with the thing sitting right in front of your eyes every time you walk down an aisle. Every single price tag in a Costco warehouse is hiding a message, and if you know how to read it, you know exactly what is about to happen to that product before anyone tells you. If you do not, you are making buying decisions in the dark every single visit. Look at the top right corner of any price tag. If you see an asterisk, a small star symbol, that is what Costco insiders call the Death Star. It means Costco will not be reordering this item. When that pallet is gone, it is gone permanently. It is not seasonal, it is not temporarily out of stock, it is discontinued, finished, never coming back. If you see something you want and it has that asterisk, you buy it now, because there is no second chance waiting for you next month. Now look at the price itself. If it ends in 97 pence, a price like £14 and 97 pence, that is a manager markdown. Someone at your local warehouse has manually discounted that item, and it is typically the lowest price that product will ever reach before it disappears from the shelf entirely. The combination you are really looking for is the asterisk plus the 97 pence ending together. That is final clearance. No restock is coming. No lower price exists anywhere ahead of it. That is the floor, and the floor is about to vanish. A price ending in 49 pence or 79 pence is a manufacturer-funded promotion, a temporary deal that will revert once the funding period ends. It is worth buying into now, but do not expect that price to hold. Prices ending in 99 are standard, nothing unusual happening there at all. Almost every shopper walks past this information on every single visit. They are reading a map with the legend torn out of it. Now you have the legend, and you will never look at a Costco price tag the same way again. Most UK shoppers assume that once you have bought something, the transaction is finished. The price is what it was, and if it drops the following week, that is just bad luck on your part. That assumption is quietly costing members real money, month after month, year after year. Costco UK operates a 30-day price adjustment policy. If any item you have purchased drops in price within 30 days of your purchase, Costco will refund you the difference. You do not need to return the product. You do not even need your receipt. You simply visit the membership desk, give your membership number, and the credit is processed there and then. Here is why the receipt does not matter. Every purchase you have ever made at Costco is automatically logged against your membership card. Your entire purchase history sits in their system permanently. You can go back and check exactly what you paid, and Costco can verify it instantly on their end. The paper trail is being kept for you whether you bother keeping it yourself or not. This adjustment only applies to Costco's own internal price changes, not to a price you happen to see at Tesco or Sainsbury's, but within their own system. The policy is real, it is enforced, and most members have simply never used it. The most valuable window to use this is straight after Christmas and at the end of summer. Costco moves unsold seasonal stock fast, and prices drop sharply in those windows. If you bought something in the weeks before those drops happened, you are very likely owed money back right now and do not know it. There is no Costco credit card in the UK. The co-branded American Express card was discontinued back in May 2019 and has never been replaced, and most UK members take that to mean there is no cashback opportunity left at Costco at all. They are wrong, and this is one of the most overlooked parts of shopping here. There are 3 separate cashback layers available to UK members shopping on Costco.co.uk simultaneously, and very few members are using even one of them properly, let alone stacking all 3 together. Layer 1 is cashback sites. Both Top Cashback and Quidco offer cashback on purchases made through Costco.co.uk, and the rates move around. So check both on the day you intend to shop and click through whichever is offering the higher percentage at that moment. The click-through step is the part people skip. If you navigate straight to Costco without going through the cashback site first, the cashback simply does not track, and you have lost it for nothing. Layer 2 is a cashback credit card. After clicking through from the cashback site, pay using an American Express Platinum Cashback card. The everyday version carries no annual fee and pays cashback on all spend, and Layer 1 and Layer 2 run at the same time, on the same single transaction. Layer 3 is executive membership. If you have upgraded to executive level, currently priced at roughly £84 a year for an individual Gold Star executive upgrade, 2% of all qualifying non-fuel purchases comes back to you as an annual reward voucher. The break-even point for upgrading from a standard individual membership sits at around £2,100 of Costco spending a year. If your household is anywhere near or above that figure already, staying on the basic tier is simply leaving free money behind every single year. One additional layer most people never think about: when your cashback balance builds up on Top Cashback or Quidco, they often run a bonus of up to 20% extra when you convert the balance into a gift card rather than taking a bank transfer. Work out whether that conversion is worth it before you withdraw anything. 3 layers, 1 purchase, and almost everyone walking through those doors is capturing precisely 0 of them. There is a department at most Costco UK warehouses that the majority of members walk straight past without a second glance. It does not look like a normal shop floor. It does not have the checkout lane feel of the rest of the warehouse. And most people assume it is trade only, or that the pricing inside is identical to everywhere else on the high street. The Costco UK Tire Center is not like everywhere else, and the difference is bigger than most members realize. Every tire purchase at Costco UK comes bundled with a full package of services included at no extra charge whatsoever. You get free professional fitting. You get free nitrogen inflation, which runs cooler in the tire and holds pressure for longer than standard air. You get free tire rotation for the entire life of the tires, not just the first visit. You get free flat tire repair whenever you need it. And you get a 5-year road hazard warranty, so if your tire is damaged by a pothole, a cut, or an impact within 60 months of purchase, Costco will either repair it free of charge or credit the remaining tread value toward a brand new replacement. At places like Quick Fit or National Tires, every one of those services is a separate line item added on top of your invoice. At Costco, they are simply included in the price you already paid. When you compare the true total cost of ownership rather than just the headline tire price on the sticker, the gap between Costco and the competition becomes significant, often far larger than people expect. Costco also runs promotional deals on tires several times a year, typically taking £80 to £100 off a full set of 4, and these deals are barely advertised at all. They sit quietly on the website and in-store with almost no fanfare around them. Before you book tires anywhere else, search your tire size at Costco.co.uk and compare the full all-in price against a competitor quote that genuinely includes fitting, nitrogen, and an equivalent warranty. Almost nobody does that comparison properly before they book, and it is costing them money every time they replace a set. Walk down the Kirkland Signature aisle at any Costco UK warehouse, and in many cases you are looking at the exact same product as the premium branded version sitting on the shelf right next to it, just in different packaging at a significantly lower price, made in the same factory. Kirkland AA and AAA batteries are manufactured by Duracell, a fact that has been confirmed by Costco's own chief executive, and the batteries coming out of the Kirkland box are typically 25 to 35% cheaper per battery than the branded Duracell packs sitting beside them. Kirkland Scotch whiskey has been supplied by Alexander Murray and Company since 2007, sourced from named Scottish distilleries and labeled with the genuine region of origin. So you are not buying some mystery blended product. You are buying real whiskey from real name distilleries wrapped in Kirkland packaging instead of the branded label. Kirkland aluminum foil is supplied by Reynolds, the very same company behind Reynolds Wrap. Kirkland extra virgin olive oil was rated in independent university testing as one of the few oils on supermarket shelves that genuinely meets the international standard for true extra virgin quality, something a lot of branded competitors quietly fail. Here is how you verify any of this yourself without taking anyone's word for it. UK law requires the actual manufacturer to be listed somewhere on the packaging. Turn the Kirkland product over, match the company name or address printed on the back to the equivalent national brand, and if it is the same facility, you are buying the same product for noticeably less. One honest correction worth making here: the often repeated claim linking Kirkland vodka to Grey Goose has been explicitly denied by Grey Goose, and the production processes are genuinely different between the two, so that particular comparison is a myth, and you should not pay more for Kirkland vodka based on it. Everything else on this list checks out and has been independently verified. Walk into any supermarket in the UK, and the price on the shelf is the price you pay. That is simply the law. Walk into Costco, and the price on the shelf is not the price you actually pay. And most members do not realize this until they are already standing at the till watching the total climb. Costco is legally permitted to display prices exclusive of VAT because it operates primarily as a trade outlet, so the 20% VAT gets added at checkout, not on the shelf. That television showing £499 and 99 pence on the price tag actually costs £599 and 99 pence the moment your card is charged. This cuts in two directions, depending on who you are. If you are a standard individual shopper, you need to mentally add 20% onto every displayed price before you decide whether something is actually a good deal. And most members are comparing the wrong number entirely, walking away thinking they got a better deal than they actually did. If you are a VAT-registered business owner or sole trader, the situation flips because the shelf price genuinely is your effective price, and you can reclaim that VAT back through your business accounts, meaning Costco's pricing is effectively 20% more competitive for you than it is for the ordinary shopper standing in the exact same aisle. A practical tool worth knowing about here is the Trolley app, which lets you compare UK grocery prices across multiple retailers in real time, useful for checking Costco's VAT-inclusive price against the supermarket equivalent before you commit to buying anything. Costco does display both figures on its tags, the VAT-exclusive price printed larger and the VAT-inclusive price printed smaller underneath it. Whether that design choice is accidental is something I will let you decide for yourself. A growing number of Costco UK warehouses also now have a pharmacy and optical counter tucked away near the entrance, and almost nobody factors this into whether membership is worth it. Costco's opticians routinely undercut high street chains on both eye tests and glasses, and because the membership desk and the optical counter share the same building, you can often book a same-day appointment without the multi-week waiting list that chains like Specsavers or Boots can carry in busy areas. Contact lenses in particular are frequently cheaper through Costco's optical department than through dedicated online lens retailers once you account for delivery charges, and members who wear lenses long-term and never check this are quietly overpaying every single month without realizing there was ever an alternative sitting inside the same building they already shop in. 21 of Costco UK's warehouses have a petrol station attached, and the fuel price at those forecourts is consistently among the lowest you will find anywhere in the country. As things stand this year, the average Costco UK unleaded price sits at around 148 pence to 149 pence per litre, against a UK national average closer to 155 pence to 156 pence per litre. That is a gap of roughly 7 pence to 8 pence per litre, and that gap sounds small until you actually run the numbers across a full year. A 50-litre fill at that gap saves you somewhere around £3.50 to £4 every single visit to the pump. Fill up once a week for a year and you are looking at savings well above £180, comfortably more than 4 times the cost of an individual Gold Star membership on fuel alone. The membership effectively pays for itself in roughly 10 to 12 visits to the pump before you have bought a single item from inside the warehouse. A few practicalities worth knowing. Costco UK Fuel is members only, and you scan your card at the pump to access it. Here is something Costco has still not fully resolved. Digital membership cards do not reliably work at every UK petrol station yet, so keep the physical card in your wallet rather than relying on your phone at the forecourt. Before making a special detour to a Costco forecourt, it is worth checking the current Costco pump price against your local alternatives first, because not every detour actually pays for itself once you account for the extra driving. Check the maths before you go out of your way. Most British shoppers operate under an assumption about retail returns that Costco simply does not share. The assumption is that you have 28 to 30 days, that you need your receipt, and that the item has to be in its original packaging to go back. None of those conditions apply at Costco UK, none of them. Costco's return policy is built around a 100% satisfaction guarantee with no standard time limit attached to it at all. If you are genuinely dissatisfied with a purchase, you can bring it back, and this applies to bulk food, clothing, furniture, garden equipment, and most of what sits inside the warehouse. You do not need your receipt because every purchase is digitally linked to your membership card, so you walk in with your card number and Costco retrieves the transaction instantly. There are 2 real exceptions to know about. Electronics, including televisions, computers, tablets, cameras, drones, smart wearables, mobile phones, and major appliances, carry a 90-day return window. Diamonds and expensive jewelry carry a far tighter 48-hour window. Those are the only categories with stricter limits, and for everything else, if it is not working out for you, take it back. One practical habit worth building in before you return anything: run a price check first using the 30-day price adjustment process described earlier. If the item has simply dropped in price since you bought it, you may not need to return it at all. You may only need the credit, and that is often the faster outcome. Returns can be made at any Costco UK warehouse, not only the branch where you originally bought the item, and for anything ordered online, you can return it in warehouse or process it directly through your account on costco.co.uk. And yes, before the comments fill up doubting it, this next one is genuine. Costco will refund 100% of your annual membership fee at any point during the year, for any reason, if you are dissatisfied. Not prorated, not minus an admin fee, the full amount back. On day 364 of your membership year, you can still decide it was not worth it. Walk up to the membership desk or call customer care and receive your full £42 back. The only thing you have spent is the time you spent shopping. Think about what that actually means in practice. The membership carries essentially zero downside risk. You can join, shop for 11 months, use every single thing on this list, claim your price adjustments, fill up at the pump every week, visit the optical counter, and then decide in January it was not worth renewing, and you still get every penny of the fee back. In practice, this creates an obvious joining strategy. Join before Christmas because December is when Costco's non-food aisles are at their absolute peak value, full of treasure hunt items, seasonal electronics, and limited-run imports you will not see again. Shop through the entire peak period, then reassess properly in January once you have the full picture of exactly how much value you pulled out of it. Here is the urgency underneath all of this. Costco has already raised UK membership fees twice in recent years, and the pattern out of the United States strongly suggests the next increase is simply a matter of when, not if. The current fee is the floor. It will not get cheaper from here. If you are on the fence about joining or upgrading, the cancellation guarantee means there is genuinely no financial risk in acting now rather than waiting. And if you are already a member sitting on the fence about renewing, the refund guarantee means you can shop with full confidence, because if anything disappoints you, there is a clear remedy waiting at the membership desk. This is the one the warehouse really does not want going public. Most British people believe Costco is a closed system, that you need to be a business owner, a teacher, a nurse, a civil servant, an engineer, or some other member of a long, deliberately intimidating list of qualifying professions. If you do not tick a box, you assume you are locked out. That is what most people believe, and they are wrong. Costco UK offers an online-only membership that costs just £15 a year. There is no qualifying profession requirement attached to it, no business registration, no professional verification of any kind. Anyone can buy one right now, today, directly on Costco.co.uk. The online-only membership gives you full access to the entire product catalog on Costco.co.uk with home delivery at member pricing. You cannot walk into the physical warehouses on this tier, but the product range online is extensive, and for high-value items where the member discount genuinely matters, £15 is a remarkably low barrier to test whether Costco's pricing actually works for your household before committing to anything bigger. Online prices typically run 10 to 15% higher than in-warehouse prices for the same items, and bulk items can carry delivery charges, so this is not a straight swap for full warehouse membership, but for someone who cannot reach one of the UK's warehouses, or simply wants a no-risk trial first. £15 is about as close to risk-free as it gets. Here is the bonus inside the bonus. It has been widely reported that members of the AA, the RAC, and the National Trust can apply for full warehouse membership at select UK locations, including Birmingham, Sheffield, and Cardiff, without needing any of the usual professional qualifications at all. If you already hold any of those memberships, there is a real chance you already qualify for full warehouse access and have simply never been told. So let's run back through everything you now know. Price tag codes, where the asterisk means the item will never be restocked and a price ending in 97 pence marks the absolute floor before it disappears. The 30-day price adjustment, where a price drop after you buy means you are simply owed the difference, no receipt required. The 3-layer cashback stack, a cashback site, a cashback credit card, and an executive membership upgrade if your spending justifies it, all running on the same single purchase. The tire center, where fitting, nitrogen, rotation for life, and a 5-year warranty are already included in the price rather than billed separately. Kirkland Signature, where Duracell, Alexander Murray, and Reynolds are quietly behind some of the own-label products on the shelf, verifiable on the back of the packaging. The VAT trap, where you need to add 20% to every shelf price before you judge whether it is actually a good deal. The optical and pharmacy counter, frequently cheaper than the high street and often faster to book. The petrol hack, roughly 7 pence to 8 pence per liter below the national average, enough to cover the membership fee in around 10 fill-ups. The satisfaction guarantee on purchases, no standard time limit, no receipt required, with a 90-day exception only for electronics. The full membership refund, where canceling at any point gets you every penny back with zero downside risk. And the £15 backdoor membership open to absolutely anyone, no qualifying profession required. A few minutes ago, you were one of those shoppers walking into that warehouse and leaving money on the table every single visit, not because you were careless, but because Costco had simply kept its best features quiet. That is not you anymore. Before you close this video, ask yourself one honest question. How much have you actually spent at Costco over the last 12 months? Now ask how much of that spending was run through a cashback site, paid at the cheapest possible pump price, or followed up with a price adjustment claim when the cost dropped. Most members, if they are being honest with themselves, know the answer is barely any of it. If something in this video genuinely surprised you, drop a comment below and tell us which one hit hardest. We read every single one. And if you know someone with a Costco membership who is not getting full value out of it, send this to them before their renewal goes through. The less they know, the more Costco keeps. We do not just save you money here, we open up the system.